Does seem like you've caught a rhythm here, John.
Oh, yeah.
I think Sean Evans and his team are so good at conducting interviews. You always have to have like autistic research guy, like Nardwar, the human serviette, on your team that will just like pull out some of the most insane that you didn't even know other people knew about yourself. Okay. And I think Sean does a pretty good job with it. I think he does a great job.
That is just an objectionable thing for humanity to do, right? It's not the worst thing we've ever done, but it's part of our worst instincts.
Banger video. I will not tell you what the spot is, and I don't think he mentioned it either, by the way.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we're joined by John Oliver.
Here we are.
He's the Peabody Award-winning host of Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, a show that's won more than 24 Emmys since premiering in 2014. Catch new episodes Sunday nights on HBO at 11 o'clock Eastern, with past episodes canonized rather conveniently right here on YouTube.
Oh, that's
John
right.
Oliver, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Sean. I was gonna say it's a pleasure to be here, but let's not start with me lying right into the face.
Right. You know, that's how we build the trust.
That's
here.
right,
We just have to be honest with each
exactly.
other.
Let's build an immediate connection. My instinct says this is gonna go very, very badly.
As people who don't know, Sean Evans is my mortal enemy.
Let Stockholm Syndrome commence. I'll be honest, that was hotter than I wanted the first one to be. I would not say great at this point.
Old school Hasanabi heads know the lore. No, this is the one bald guy who I don't immediately fetishize, okay?
I would say, uh-oh, we're working with a different spectrum than my face is used to.
We're gonna put a number to it today, all right?
Okay, yeah, all right.
Do you have an all-time favorite misuse of HBO resources for a
man.
bit on Last Week Tonight?
I mean, I love misusing their resources. There's almost nothing in life that makes me happier than doing something I think they're going to be a little bit mad at. So yeah, we bought Russell Crowe's jockstrap. I was going to give people context. I don't know if you really need any. It was from the movie Cinderella Man. So we bought it and we sent it to one of the last remaining Blockbusters in Alaska. I think that then shut down. I believe
R.I.P.
it was then sent to the actual last Blockbuster, which I think is in Oregon. I think that's where Russell Crowe's Cinderella Man jockstrap is right now. The Smokey J. I don't like the name at all. Not horrible.
Right.
This might be the only one-sided beef where you're the one with the beef. Yeah, also, it's not real beef, it's a joke. Many, many years ago, when I was a young up-and-coming content creator, I created a show called The Breakdown on the Young Turks. The show was brought up for an award. One of these like award shows that doesn't exist anymore. I forget what it was called. What was it called? I'm doing a lore dump. It's official. Adults will know. It's not the Streamies. It was the Shorties or something. I think it was the Shorties. It was also the same year or the same award show that flew me in a private jet alongside David Dobrik and many others from Coachella to the award show. I flew in with nothing. Literally high as fuck on mushrooms on this private jet. That's where that photo comes from, where I'm like looking all freaked out. That's where the private jet scandal comes from. The Shorties were like, oh, we already have a private jet that we chartered. If you want to fly on that to New York, that'd be great. I was, of course, dead broke as fuck and thought, yeah, of course I'm going to take the fucking private jet. Are you crazy? I flew. I wore my mom's clothes to the show, to the red carpet, which the Queer Eye guys loved. I was up for an award. I was up for best new like breakout show or something like that. Best new breakout show. I was very excited for it. I had not ever been put up for an award. I thought it was sick. Why do I look alarmed? I'm high as giraffe pussy. Okay. In this, I literally left like Neon Carnival or something and fucking got on this jet high as a kite. I don't recommend it. Hassan Houster video now live. Jesus Christ, bro. Why are you doing this to me? Tell me you were high or not. I don't remember. I get there, and basically what ends up happening is I lose. I lost to Sean Evans. Sean Evans won the best new breakout talent segment, whatever the fuck it was called at the time. His show was new and so was mine. And he won. He won over me. This thread is too good. That face when you are spotted on a private jet with your $750K salary. That's from 4 years ago. I am so high here. This is after Coachella where the Shorty Awards let me hitch a ride with the Dobricks to attend the award show and even announce an award in New York 3 years ago. I lost Best New Show to the fucking Hot Ones and my career has never recovered since. Nice meme though. I like that the stalkering never stopped 4 years ago and it's still the same. It's been 4 years and these motherfuckers still haven't stopped. Some people found out about the term champagne socials for the first time and now think it's the ultimate lefty destroy because, you know, someone who's well off can't advocate for a more ethical and fair system. Notice how much things have not changed. Oh my God, you're right now. There's new people who essentially believe the jet shit. Christ, I know. The point is, never give up, dude. Never give up on your dreams. This is a 4-year-old pose. It's just funny that it's a 4-year-old pose and it was an internal community meme that turned into an external psychopathic thing that people still push for. Hairline looks good here. Thank you. This is probably the first time you've been on r/Hasan Piker since posting that comment. No, I go on r/Hasan Piker on my own time. I still go on it. Anyway, let's continue.
I think you were kind of jarred a little bit by the first one, you know, but that would be like, you know, you're a football fan, right? That's like you got out on the pitch, you took a bump, and now you're settled into the game, you know?
Yes. Which football are we talking about there?
I'm talking about round football, you know, because I'm a host. I'm hospitable. You know what I'm saying, John?
Yes. Oh, pitch. Pitch was the giveaway. Pitch. I didn't even, that really was hospitable. You said pitch and I didn't even internalize that you were being gracious. Yes. I love football very much. And that, you're right, that felt like, this one gave me a nudge. This one, I don't feel nudges anymore.
Because you're in the game, baby.
Because I'm in the game. I'm all about the game.
So when we had Louis Theroux on the show last year, he said that his Britishness works as like a superpower for getting American subjects to just reflexively trust him. Does that align at all with your own experience?
It does. I mean, he's a brilliant interviewer, right? In fact, I thought I was going to meet him. It was when I was working at The Daily Show. It was a producer there had worked with him, and they'd set up something for my birthday, and so he just needed to get me upstairs. And he said, Louis Theroux's here, do you want to meet him? And I was so excited. And then I ran in and it was just a surprise birthday party for me. And I had to really reverse engineer. Oh, I thought I was meeting Louis Theroux, not this.
An emotional sort of short-circuiting.
That's right, this isn't what I wanted. You're not him. You're celebrating my birth. That's not what I was promised.
I would love to meet him as well. I'd also love to meet John Oliver too. I love John Oliver. I don't care that he's a liberal. I don't care that his foreign policy is like pretty much aligned with American foreign policy no matter what. He's one of the good ones. Would you go on Hot Ones and squash the beef? Yes. No.
Della Fuzz, Funky's hot sauce.
Yeah, the names are getting fun.
Yeah, aren't they though? Actually like that. This is going to be the moment I remember somewhere over here as the good times.
From breaking your nose in a Civil War reenactment to hiding from security during the 2008 Republican National Convention. What stands out in your memory as being the most harrowing experience you had as a Daily Show field reporter?
They were all pretty harrowing, I think. I mean, that was one of my first experiences in America, was breaking my nose. It probably made me realize that I was in the right place to work. It was a dream come true to come and work for Jon Stewart. That was my first interaction with the US healthcare system. No notes, by the way, Sean. Works great. To get back to the office and hear them playing that clip again and again and laughing so hard, it kind of made me think, oh, you're more concerned about the joke than me? I think this is where I belong.
You found a home.
Yeah.
Dude.
Los Calientes. Fair day.
That was probably so sick. No, John Oliver is my like my liberal problematic fave, I guess. This video showed the restaurant door and it was easy to reverse image search to find where it is. What? Yeah, dude, I'm not like actually fucking gatekeeping. Shut up.
Again, I feel like I'm being hit in the face with a setup jab, right?
Right.
It's the lead left that is hitting.
Why is John Oliver problematic? He's not. I just like saying problematic fave like I'm a stan. Or no, bias. He's my bias. John Oliver is my bias.
That's not the fist I'm worried about.
You know what? Just roll with it because we're moving forward. You know what I mean? Every step is a sauce that's out of the way. You know what I'm saying? So you just take it. If you got kind of a freebie, just take it. Don't apologize for it. Enjoy it. These are the good times.
Every
These
step is a sauce out of the way. If that isn't a piece of merch, if you don't have that on a t-shirt,
Chris, run it.
And you're leaving money on the table.
For the uninitiated, what's magical about the Edinburgh Festival, and how do you think it shaped you as a stand-up?
I mean, the magical thing about it, and that word is overused, but to me there is a really magic to it, is that it's not curated. Like so many other festivals, you're invited to come so that you maintain a certain standard. The beauty of Edinburgh is that kind of quality control doesn't exist. So it's just absolute free-for-all of artistic mayhem, and that can produce things as great and as terrible as you would imagine. It is the greatest place. I miss it so much every year. It's the best.
And it seems like bombing is almost a part of the process. It's like a rite of passage when you do that. Is there a set that you look back on and think of as like a comedy nightmare?
There was a gig in Edinburgh. I'm not sure if it still goes. It started at 1 a.m. It was called Late and Live, and it was a bear pit. So it was starts at 1. Notoriously aggressive. There was one time I'd bombed already, very fun. And then a comedian had gone on after me and done really well, and he was getting an encore. And as he came off, we agreed that it would be funny if I took his encore. So I then went back on, and a guy smashed a beer glass, on the table in front of me, and he said, "If you tell another joke, I'm going to stab you." And I said to him, this anger in you, it just can't be about me. And he said, "It really is." And that's one of the happiest memories of Edinburgh I have, is having a guy saying, "You are going to compel me to commit an act of violence." That is how much I object to what you think is funny. Yes,
and that violence, it's not me.
That's right.
It's you.
That's right. I promise this is you problem. Your implication is there are other things happening in my life. There aren't. I have a stable, happy life. You've turned it upside down, and you must be stopped. Queso sin queso. I don't know if that's a collab I'd encourage.
But another level of heat, but it seems like you're kind of on top of it. I was a little nervous with the first one, but it does seem like you've caught a rhythm here, John.
Oh, yeah.
I think Sean Evans and his team are so good at conducting interviews. You always have to have like an autistic research guy, like Nardwar, the human serviette, on your team that will just like pull out some of the most insane shit that you didn't even know other people knew about yourself. Okay. And I think Sean does a pretty good job with it. Nardwar obviously is a goat at it. I think he does a great job. Vladimir Putin, hot ones.
Yeah. I mean, if you're asking, have my confidence gone up? No. I'm still at thinking.
That's smart. That's smart. Where people get into trouble is when they get overconfident.
Yes.
At this point.
That is not possible. We're 5 in. I think we all know where this is heading.
You have a quote that I found interesting where you said, "The problem is the loudest journalism in America is generally saying the least." Can you unpackage that?
With our show, no one in their right mind would try and do a show about prison health. No one wants to hear about that. But they should know about it, and so we're going to force feed it to them. And we're in a very, very lucky position because we don't have the commercial pressures that other certain news outlets do have. So we are lucky to be able to follow whatever interests us and force feed it to people, but they can't or won't do that. And so you are left with, kind of yammering talking heads who on TV who are really not talking about much. And that's the problem with being in a perpetual election cycle. I know we're in an election year now. It never really feels like the election year stops. That's the problem, right? And that takes out all the air from a room because you're just talking about people, but candidates, like politicians, whereas policies are much more important than politicians. But we are focused on the personalities, and that's easy to do, but it's not the most important stuff. Bourbon and maple think they're concealing what the third word is promising.
Now, what's nice about this is I do think you get a little maple up front. You know, the first thing you catch is maple.
Yep.
Then what happens is there's this tail on it.
Maple delivered. Bourbon, not detected, but I appreciate the idea is there. And then the Reaper says, actually.
I'm the star of the show.
That's right.
I'm the captain now.
I am the guest at this party who is going to dictate the evening.
Are you someone who finds comfort in the stress and tension of an adversarial interview? It almost seems like it would be like a prerequisite for anyone who went through the Daily Show School of Broadcasting.
Yeah, that's a really good question. Yes is the answer, and I can't really square that with who I am as a person. There is something where my heart rate goes down and I don't feel what they are feeling. So yeah, I can't really explain why I don't mind it, and I'm drawn to hostile interviews. Yeah, it brings out a side of me that I don't particularly like, but it is there. Okay, the forbidden fruit. All right.
Same with me.
Yep.
This is a jump.
That wasn't fun. That's not an experience I'm gonna look back upon with.
Remember the good old days?
Yeah.
Remember the good old days,
Yeah.
John?
Remember Bunky's hot sauce? Oh,
Those are
Bunky's
the
hot
best.
sauce. With your Stella fuzz. And your fun little cartoon font.
Dude, sometimes I feel like these guys are joking. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you just made this stuff up, right? I legitimately think like people just come in here, make up a new name, and they're just like, bro, homunculus funky man went ape on you, dude. He went nutty on you, dog. Dude, you don't know what kind of smoke homunculus funky man have for you. You don't even want to know, dog. He went crazy, dude. Nutsack Kevin owns you, brother. Are you joking right now? He just got you good. You didn't hear it? The forgotten boofer. Yeah, it's just like, I don't, first of all, I don't need to know. I don't need to know that. I don't need to know who these mother, and I don't need to know what every person whose opinion is. And then you got the dude, the funky rational Jeff just cooked your ass in the QRTs. Oh, dude, he absolutely destroyed me, dude. He was joking. Chatter was joking. Lamont. Oh, he was, right? There it is. Cause sometimes they're not joking, but it'll be like a person I've never heard before being like, dude, this guy destroyed your soul. And I'm like, I have no idea what is happening. How does it feel to be consistently owned by the libs? It doesn't feel good. I hate being owned by the libs, dude. Elmo got a thread going.
We had fun, didn't we?
If I went to a Liverpool match at Anfield, what's one chant and one obscenity I'd need to know?
Wait,
Mostly.
John Oliver's a scouser? John Oliver's a scouser? John Oliver's from Liverpool? No shot. Did I miss that part? Did he say that? Or does he just like, no, I think he's from around Birmingham. Oh, ew. Yes, he grew up in Liverpool? Shit. Born and raised, it's known. That's awesome. I did not know that at all.
Last chance. You should probably know.
He's a Broomy, but supports Liverpool. I would be spending my whole life fucking moving away from Birmingham if I lived or was from Birmingham. I would also do my very best to be like, oh, Birmingham, definitely not from Birmingham. Brummies are the bloody best. His mom is from Liverpool, according to Wiki. Wiki. From Liverpool. Do you have a lot of sugar today? No.
What's the worst UK accent?
Probably Birmingham.
Everyone says, oh, Scouse.
No, I like a Scouse accent, but Birmingham's shit.
Where are you from?
Newcastle.
Everyone's favourite.
Up the tune.
So that's the best UK accent.
Aye.
Birmingham. What am I doing on the stream? Watching a man practice a British accent? No, you're watching a man perfect a British accent. Isn't that where Paddy DeBatty's from? Yes, Paddy DeBatty is from Liverpool. It's not a Tory. I'm from Liverpool. No, lad, not a Tory. I'm a Scouser. I'm from Liverpool. Anyway, Geopold is from Brum. Oh, God. All right, let's continue.
Oh, it's basically Mo Salah running down the wing. Salah, la, 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 the Egyptian king. That's it.
I think I got that.
Yeah, you can do it It'll be great. My kids knew that song before they knew anything else. If right now, if I say to them, Mo Salah, they'll just, even if they're in a different room, they'll say, one in down the wing. That's right, kids. That's right.
Where does nailing that free kick in Soweto when you were covering the
Oh, my
world,
God.
where does that fall on your list of career accomplishments? It has to be up there.
I can't, it is so depressingly high. I'm genuinely embarrassed to say how much it meant to me scoring that free kick. In my head, I'm seeing a wall of like 4 or 5 like 6-foot guys,
Yeah.
and it bending all the way around, then kissing the bottom of the crossbar and going in. It went in, and I just started running. Absolute joy coursing through my body, and yeah, it's one of the best sporting moments of my life. And I think, and the whole thing was kind of set up as a joke, right? It wasn't a game. He might have let it in. But the fact I scored, I think, a serviceable free kick in Soweto is spectacular. I mean, I've been putting this off, but I guess there's
nowhere to run.
No. All right. Okay.
This will know almost immediately.
Holy fucking shit.
Whoa. And I'm not gonna lie to you, John, it's just gonna kind of build from here a little bit.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, I just want to be
Oh,
transparent.
good. Yeah, thanks. I'm pretty angry at that.
Yeah. No, I get it. Are you about to smash a glass? Please don't stab me, John.
It's not about you, Sean.
There's a shanking. Sean, is that a shanking joke? Glass, yeah. Oh, glass, yeah.
No, it's not about you. So how many of these have you had in your life?
I'll estimate 315 times.
You're gonna die, aren't you?
But I made it so far. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm actually
Sure,
getting
you made it so
stronger,
far, but
you know?
it feels like the science hasn't caught up to what you're doing to your body yet.
No, I'm a one of one. You know
This
what I mean?
feels, this feels like the kind of stomach version of CTE for
Right.
football players.
Yeah.
They're gonna cut your stomach open and realize, oh yeah, you
They're
can't
gonna read
actually
about
do
me in
this.
a medical journal
This
someday.
actually isn't okay.
And then just be careful around your eyes. You know what I mean? Because you have it on your fingers.
Makes
I can see
sense.
the tears coming, so I'm just be very careful. Be very
Yeah.
careful. And you know what? While you
not being
endure that,
careful.
Yeah.
I know that you spend over a month preparing to systemically dissect all these complex issues on your show.
We do.
But after the bomb, I think it would just be kind of fun to get your totally unprepared, raw take on some hot topics. So I'll just throw
everything,
them at you,
just to be
John
clear,
Oliver.
Sean, everything that I just said I don't like, you want me to do
Yeah,
now.
100%.
What I like is, considered, I wish the news did it more, take your time.
Right.
Render a coherent opinion, make sure you back it up, don't shoot from the hip. What you're saying is...
The walls are closing in and I've pulled the guns.
Go.
The
Go.
Muppets. The Muppets.
Yes, Muppets. Okay, I love the Muppets so much in many ways. Crazy this might sound, we've kind of modelled the show around the Muppets. Like those big things that they did. The big things the Muppets did.
Is it real talk? Sean, shit's gotta be crazy, but no. The answer is no. When you eat that much hot sauce, which I don't even think he eats that much hot sauce, but if he were to eat like a shit ton of hot sauce, your body gets used to it. There was a point where I basically was eating those like spicy yellow peppers every day. Right? And at first, like for the first week, it's just like your butthole is on fire when you're pooping, but you develop a tolerance. Just like your mouth gets used to it, your asshole gets used to it too. I don't know what the yellow peppers are that I have, but they were really spicy. I forget what it's called. They're not like banana peppers or something. They're not like sweet.
I don't know what I'm talking about now. I love puppets, Sean.
Love Island.
This feels like my Vietnam. I shouldn't have got into this, and I've got no good way out.
Yeah, and the napalm is, you can feel it in the room.
Sorry, you were saying.
Love Island. Love
Island is Britain's id. It is, if you take us at our best with Monty Python, I'm afraid you must also take us at our worst with Love Island.
George Santos.
George Santos in office, I kind of turned on, it seemed like at the start, this guy has no place in politics. Towards the end, I thought, I kind of love this guy. He's this part of me, not a part that I particularly respect, one that I try and mute, thinking, well, now what's he doing? He's got a mystery baby. Sounds right. Come on, Jaws, what do you got next? Felt like his whole time in office seemed to be again produced by Andy Cohen in a way that I genuinely liked.
The Bomb Beyond Insanity.
To Bomb Beyond Insanity, that is just an objectionable thing for humanity to do, right? It's not the worst thing we've ever done, but it's part of our worst instincts. It's really terrible.
But you've survived it, and it's
That's such a funny but stupid thing to say about a hot sauce.
behind us.
You
And
say
they'll
that.
never be able to take that away from you.
You say that. I couldn't say I'd be completely surprised if I woke up in a hospital room now and they said, oh no, you blacked out after queso sin queso.
I'm actually shocked, as the chatter also pointed out, that Sean Evans didn't ask him about like his furry fetish. That's a bit of a research L.
So what the fuck is this? Matasanos hot sauce. And it's a monkey in a top hat, which I do like. Is this going to be worse?
No, nothing's going to be as bad as
Okay.
what you just said. It won't be fun, but it will not be worse.
Yeah, that's a perfect description of this. This is not fun.
But not worse.
Why am I still eating it?
I don't know. I'm
Why
just
am I
following
still-
along with you.
By the way, I talked with one of the Last Week Tonight writers, and they said the funny furry stuff mostly comes from John. Did you ask them if there's a secret Hasanabi head in the writer's room, or who the secret Hasanabi head is in the writer's room? Because we know there is one. There's no way. Don't say Ego Andy, bro. Don't say Ego Andy. We know there is one. We know. They made too many inside community memes outside. It's one of those instances. It's one of those instances where it doesn't even matter if everyone says no. I just know in my heart that it is real.
John,
Why on earth am I eating more of that?
maybe you like it, you know?
Yeah, there's a
The
deep
tension that you find.
By the way, I will work with their partner. I work with their partner. I told Ryan Kenyon probably have them on the show, and I think they'd be down. Wait, who? What? You work with what? Whose partner? I don't even know. I don't know who Ryan Ken is. But Wire Chat is disputing community memes. Ryan Ken is a TikTok person. You've liked their stuff before. Let me find a link. Wire Chat is disputing community memes. Makes no sense. It's like fun to just say that I'm wrong.
Find comfort in.
Yeah, exactly. It was a deeply
going
self-loathing of myself.
cross-platform,
You
yeah.
deserve it. You deserve the monkey in the hat spitting its metallic venom at you.
Of the odd jobs that you worked before TV, which do you remember fonder? Shoveling oats as a factory worker, or working the
Jesus
phones for someone who trafficked and stolen kitchen appliances?
I did do both of those things. There was one odd job that I had that one summer when I was a kid. I was a cashier at like an independent
Oh, this
little
guy
supermarket.
writes for.
It was whenever there were price stickers on.
Wait, this guy writes for The Daily Show? I mean, not The Daily Show, John Oliver? Yeah, this guy's awesome. He's funny as... I guess he does writing for Last Week Tonight. I'm pretty sure the Hasanabi hit is Daniel O'Brien. I don't know. Never find it. They won't admit it. But it's okay. They Demason? Shit, my bad. Wait, I didn't even... Wait a minute. Did I even gender them? I thought I said this guy's awesome. Guy can be non-binary, but maybe I said him. I didn't know. My bad. You were supposed to have a mention of the Elon Musk segment, but they cut you out like they cut the top of the hour ad break. That's like not even a good trial. Like imagine earlier today, the chatter that put a secret code in their ridiculous rant. And now this guy is just like, didn't even try. Just doing an ad break now.
Things you had to input it. To make the day go, interestingly, I kind of had a kind of dynamic pricing system for people. So the people, like, I would overcharge some people so I could undercharge others. So it was basically operating my own kind of taxation system on, I know that you came up in a nice car. Bad news, these beans are going to cost more than you think. This woman comes in with 4 kids. These beans are going to be half price for you, and it made it work. So it was like my perfect version of making,
The world. You're like a Robin Hood. You're a cashier Robin Hood.
Yeah, that was a fun job though. Yeah.
All right, John.
All right. Wow. Okay. So, what's this? Oh, what the hell? We've come this far. Is that all right?
Let me see.
I'm not gonna lie, the hot ones, spicy wings, like the wings kind of look busted.
Yeah, that's generous.
Okay.
I'd maybe do one of these.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Am I
one of
crazy?
those.
I'm at a point, to be honest, where I'm not sure I can feel anything anymore.
Yeah, right.
I feel like a spice
We're on the other
now.
side. We're
Yeah.
on the other side.
Yeah.
Well, cheers, John. What a
Cheers.
run.
Salud.
Salud.
We did it. I mean,
And again, like the last one.
Green doesn't suit you? Oh, green with envy? No, I don't have a real. They are. Gordon hated them. Vegan wings for this episode. Yeah, I don't have a real animosity towards Sean Evans chatter.
Not fun. But it's all behind us.
yeah, it kind of doesn't matter
It doesn't matter.
anymore, right? This resets
Wait, how do they do vegan wings? Do they put like, is it plastic instead of the bone? Like, how does that work?
body's expectations of what is allowable.
The hard part's over, John.
Yeah.
We just have one more question for you.
Yeah.
And to do it, I want to kick it back to when we had Trevor Noah in the show.
Okay.
And he said that the parting words that he received from Jon Stewart when taking over the show was,
Oh, yeah. What?
I'm leaving because I'm old and angry, and you're young and happy. So enjoy it while it lasts. As someone who's marinated in
Okay, dude. John Oliver, significantly better talent. I'll just say it. Okay. That is an actual one-sided beef, I guess, that I've maintained for years. It's not Sean Evans. It's Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah. That's the real one-sided beef.
news headlines and commentary for nearly 2 decades, how do you think your work has shaped your view of the future? Like, do you think that you've been permanently fossilized in a kind of...
Wait, what? Dua Lipa? Dude, it has nothing to do with Dua Lipa. I mean, that's insult to injury, sure. But that's not the real reason. I've told you guys this before. A mutual friend of ours, when I was at the Young Turks, introduced us to Soho House West Hollywood. And he literally just he snubbed the shit out of me. He didn't even look at me. Okay. He was just like, yeah, whatever. And I remember that. Okay. I remember that forever. He snubbed the fuck out of me. And it was 100%. It was just such a big timer move, which is fine. I wasn't, it's not like I'm still not a famous person, but back then I was not even remotely famous. And it's just even if it doesn't even matter if I'm famous or not, he was just so rude in general. Okay. So that was one. And then comparing that to my experiences with Hasan Minhaj, who was incredibly fucking nice from the jump, I just carried with me that animosity. But he's also done a bunch. He's done a bunch of stuff. Who was the nicest big celeb to you? Oh. Who's a big celebrity I've met? I don't know. Wait, you met other Hasan? Yeah, I met Hasan Minhaj. We've hung out before. I guess the nicest big celebrity would be John Mayer. I mean, most of the celebrities I've met are very nice, including T-Pain. No, every celebrity I've met has been very nice. I've never met a celebrity that was awkward or bad, except for Adam Sandler. Simeon was great. I mean, he's dope. Earl Sweatshirt was dope as well. Oh, Tobey Maguire was the other one. Yes, Tobey Maguire's studio used to be next to our studio back in the day, and it would fucking rip gars outside in his little fucking. He had this metal chair that he spray painted gold for some reason. Okay. And he would fucking sit outside and smoke cigars outside of his little production studio. And he definitely was interesting, I'll say. He just had a bit of an attitude. Sucking on Cubans, dude. Cigars, brother, not cigarettes, cigars. As far as Adam Sandler goes, yes, I played ping pong with Blake Griffin, but that wasn't really anything. As far as Adam Sandler goes, you know what's really funny? All of these celebrity sightings are mostly when I was dead broke, because I used to go outside a lot more. As far as Adam Sandler goes, public courts, won't leak where. I don't know if he still goes there, but Mark Wahlberg goes there too, and is someplace baseball out there. But public course I used to go to all the time. Public course I used to go to all the time. Adam Sandler would come and ball up sometimes. Okay. The first celebrity I ran into when I got to LA was Jank. No joke. Okay, Jank is not a celebrity. We're talking about real celebrities. Anyway, Adam Sandler is wearing his like big ass shorts. Okay. His big ass shorts, and he's playing basketball. And like, I'm there. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, I'm playing fucking basketball with an actual celebrity. This is what dreams are made of. I'm so LA. I'm like a year into living in LA at this point, or maybe 2 years. He's like pretty nice overall to every single person. But at the time, this is like before Uncut Gems and stuff. So this is before Uncut Gems. So he's like not top of mind for like, I guess this is back when like, millennials are the it thing. Millennials killed this, millennials killed that. That's what they're talking about. I'm talking like almost 10 years ago at this point, right? So he's not like super poppin'. Like he had his peak in his career with the Happy Gilmore stuff, but like that's kind of died down at this point. He's making like dog shit Netflix movies. So a lot of people don't know who the fuck this guy is, right? Except for people like myself, we all knew, right? So there's this young kid there on the courts, much younger than me. I think he was like 14, 15 at the time. And basically everybody knows who he is except for this kid. So he says hi to every single person. Okay. And the kid goes up to him and he's like, hey, what's up, man? I'm John, whatever the fuck his name was. And he dabs him up. He goes, what's your name? And everyone grows silent for a brief moment. Okay. Everyone is like, oh, I can't believe he asked him that. Why? Because everybody knows who he is, except for this fucking kid who doesn't actually know who he is. So in that moment of truth, in that moment of like, in that moment, I thought he would like react in a normal way and say his name. Hey, I'm Adam. Nice to meet you. Okay. That's actually a lesson I took on for myself. Instead, he goes, come on, kid, don't do that. And the kid's like, what? Like he genuinely has no fucking idea. He goes, come on, you know who I am. And ever since then, I have always reminded myself when I meet someone, I always say my name, even if they're very clearly a fan. I think Will does it too. Even if someone's like, even if someone tells me, what their name is and they're like very clearly a fan, I 100% will be like, my name is Hasan. Nice to meet you. Because it's a good thing to do. It's a good thing to do in general. It's like a humbling thing, but also it's common courtesy. But also I never want to be in that moment. I never want to be like Adam Sandler with that kid who 100% did not know who Adam Sandler was. And it was so fucking awkward afterwards. Not that I'm excusing the way he reacted, but maybe it's because he had a lot of fans front him in the past. Well, who cares? What happened after that? We balled our faces off. Nothing else. I feel like Sandler is one of the few people I wouldn't think badly for doing that, even if it's awkward as fuck. No, it was real awkward chatter. Let me tell you, it was awkward as fuck. We balled up after that, but I don't know. I mean, it was a formative memory. Like it literally stuck with me. Did Adam Sandler ball well? I don't remember. I think he was fine. But yeah, he was all right. Simu Liu was very good. Andy from Fall Out Boy is one of the coolest dudes I've ever met, and I know he lurks in here sometimes. He's very leftist and had some commie flags behind him when he's been on our Sunday streams before. He still drums from the band Race Trader 2, and they're my goats. Andy from Fall Out Boy, isn't that one of those bands that Frogan loves? Is Fall Out Boy the I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of? Is that the one? Is that Fall Out Boy closing the goddamn door? No, it's much better to. Oh, that's Panic at the Disco. Fuck. Wait, what is it? Dance Dance? Is that's a song they have? I definitely listen to their songs. They're the Dance Dance guys. Wait, let me see this. Fall Out Boy, Dance Dance. Dude, this is when culture was peak, okay? This is when, don't talk shit, I'm not. This is when white boys had real swag, when they could do Michael Jackson covers. No, I am a firm believer that white culture peaked at Woodstock. I do think that. Like Limp Bizkit is the peak of white culture. Korn, Limp Bizkit, Slipknot. Like white guys were literally on top. Not Alien Ant Farm, which is fine in and of itself. But I think that like Limp Bizkit, Korn, and fucking Slipknot is like genuinely, maybe even Kid Rock, genuinely peak white culture. By the way, I recently found out that the lead in Disturbed is a Omega Zionist, okay? And it's so funny because he looks so funny as well, which kind of shocked me to my core, considering that it's like Down with the Sickness and shit like that I listened to when I was younger. And then seeing his like, yeah, he used to argue with Low and Option back in the day. Of course, dude. Of course. He was a Bernie bro. Was Andrew Garfield nice? Yeah, Andrew Garfield was very nice. Soad is like Armenian. Yes, I love Soad. I love System of a Down. Always have. It's so funny because like in Turkey, we would listen to it. And it was like, I guess, the peak of resistance of like being an anarchist youth, I guess. Because we would listen to System of a Down and everyone would be like, you know, those guys say no dogs and no Turks at their concerts. Like I remember this like Turkish meta. And at the time, I gave zero fucks. I was like, "Who cares? The music is awesome." Are you kidding me? Have you heard Chop Suey? Like this shit sucks. I mean, not sucks. That shit slaps. I don't know why I said sucks. See, I can't. Turkish guy can't even fucking promote an Armenian dude without getting it right. You know? Yeah, this is the guy. This is David Draymond. You know what I'm talking about? When like dudes have the look of like heart disease. He has that heart disease stare. I don't know how else to describe it. It looks like he has high blood pressure.